Hello. Guys, it's been a week since I did a prophetic word. I had to build a couple of things, but I finished it and we're back with a prophetic word. And I pray that this word is that second wind that people need, like that refreshing that people need right now with where you are and what's going on. Just know it's a lot going on in the spirit realm, and a lot of people are feeling like they want to give up. A lot of people are feeling tired. A lot of people are feeling weary. But God sent me with this word today. I pray that it encourages people. Hopefully, I can grab the link and put it in one of my chats. If you're coming on, let me know let me know in the comments if you're here and where you're from. I'm trying to see if I can grab it from my page and put it in one of my Telegram chats. But the title of today's word is now is not the time to give up because you're about to level up. And I got to put my song in the background so y'all can hear it. But in that, that's what I heard God say. I was working out the other day, y'all. I was working out. And I'm going to tell y'all what I just had to go through, what I had to endure, everything that has been happening. And I know people are probably feeling it. But I heard God while I was working out, I heard him say, you just leveled up. I heard him flat out say, you just leveled up. And so this word is for people who feel like, I'm in this, I'm moving, I'm going, but I don't really see anything. And I don't see any comments, y'all. Hopefully they pop up so I can't see. I actually only have about 30 minutes for this word, but maybe I'm not supposed to see the comments today. But we're going live on my Facebook and my YouTube. Okay, well, Anita, hello from Texas. All right, y'all. I just like to make sure everything's good to go. Regina, so y'all, today's title, now is not the time to give up because you're about to level up. I put it in the Telegram chat. Let me put the song in the background because this is what I heard in my head while I was working out. And I heard God saying that his people are weary and tired, but this is what's happening. Like, this is what's going on with the level up. Like, when you are about to level up, you're going through things. It's hard. It's tough. You got to have that inner strength to be able to keep pushing and keep going. And that's what he started to speak to me. He said, I need my people to have inner strength. I need my people to be strong enough to say, even though it doesn't look like it, I got this sitting right here. He said, don't let what you see make you forget what I said. I literally, all of these things is adding on to his word because I'm going to give y'all the vision of what I saw. But he said, wherever you are right now, whatever you're going through right now, whatever you are up against right now, don't let what you see make you forget what I said. So I'm going to just pray. So Father God, I come to you today, Lord. I pray that you send the weary ones into this room. I pray that you send the people who are being attacked like never before into this room. I pray that you send the people who are in a place right now where they are hanging on by a thread, where they want to turn around and give up on it all, where they want to stop building, want to stop doing. I pray that you send those people somehow, some way that they just come across this video right now and it is exactly what they need to hear, Lord. I pray that your people feel rejuvenated, that it is a fresh wind to keep them moving and going in the things that you've called them to do. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. Okay. So this word came from, I was in a place where I was building and I started to move, and God started to tell me, these are the things that I need you to do. I need you to wrap things up. I need you to work on this. I need you to build the chorus. But then he started to tell me, with the ministry and the business, I need you to build pillars into your ministry and your business. So just to introduce myself, my name is Johanna. You see Journey to the Kingdom in the corner. But with Journey to the Kingdom, it's a ministry, but it also has a business attached to it. And he started to tell me, put pillars in where you bring in more leaders, bring in more people so that you can help them become who I created them to be. So I start to do that. And I get hit with warfare like never before. You know how they talk about new level, new devil? I get hit with warfare like never before. And as I'm getting hit with this warfare, I see a vision where I'm sitting in this chair and the enemy comes and he's yanking at me. He's yanking at my mantle. He's yanking at me, trying to pull me out of position. And this is what's happening to a lot of people right now. God began to show me that the enemy is trying to get you distracted. He's trying to get you out of position so that when it's time for you to step into all things that God has for you, you're not ready to go. You're not in place. You're not in position. So he started to show me that the enemy was trying to pull me out of position. After that happened, and let me know in the chat if anybody has been feeling the warfare. I know he's been highlighting people to me where they are experiencing and feeling it. So, and if you haven't, it's probably coming because I saw these attacks last month about in June, what was coming in June. So he starts to pull people. He's trying to pull you out of place. He's trying to pull you out of position right now. He's trying to distract you, people, places, things, all of these things to get you out of position. But as I was praying one day, I was praying, and as I'm sitting there, So strong. Look, Juanita, I'm telling you, like the what the enemy is attempting right now. And Juanita, if you feel it and you know, oh wait, you've been on here before. Poised for purpose. I saw you as a speaker or a book or something, right? It was something with you. Yeah, I remember you, Juanita. What he's doing right now is trying to get you so far away from your seat, so far away from your position that you're gonna look up and you're gonna be like, man, how did I get over here? How did this happen? How did I drift away so much? That's what the enemy is doing to people right now. He's coming in against you feeling weary and tired. When you've been waiting on God, like, Lord, when is it happening? When is it showing up? He's coming in on that. So as I'm sitting there, I can see in this vision that he's trying to pull at my mantle and trying to rip it and break it off. So as I'm praying, I start praying in tongues. He said all of this stuff. And I'm praying in tongues. And as I'm praying in tongues, I see a vision where I'm trying to get into this place of rest. I'm trying to get into this place of green pastures that God has for me, where God is trying to seat me in this place of green pastures. And every time something would come up, a bull came out. These people came out with knives and all this stuff. And God began to tell me, this is what the enemy is doing to you right now. You trying to get into that seat. I saw you as a speaker. Exactly. You are trying to stay in your seat, get in your seat, do what God told you to do and stay there. But the attacks that you're feeling, Juanita, I feel you probably the one today. The attacks that you're feeling, the warfare that you're feeling, the distractions that's coming, they all coming to get you out of that place where God is trying to get you to this place of rest and peace and joy and just being in him, that all of the distractions are coming. And so that's why God started to speak to me. He said, what you're going through right now, because I've already gone through it, y'all. I done been through this test. The warfare was so great. And the level up came when I endured, when I kept pushing. But he told me that the main reason that I'm here is to free some people today. This is what he sent me for. Because he said that some people think that when we level up, when we step into this next place, when we step into this new thing, that everything that you've been waiting for and see it comes. He said, no, when you level up, it's gradual. He said, think about a video game. When there's a new level in a video game, you have more tools, you have more skills. You probably grew a little bit bigger in that game. Like, I think that a lot of people get weary and they get frustrated in God and they get upset in what you're doing, because you got to understand that it is a level up, is a gradual level up to get you to that place. And this is what he sent me for today. He said, I need you to give my people to understand that leveling up is not that you just become 100%, you leveled up and this is exactly what you think that big vision and that big picture is supposed to be. But when you level up, it's gradual. Maybe you were doing some lives or some videos and you had no one watching, but a level up, and that means, oh, you got 10 people watching now. You got 20 people watching now. You starting to build an audience. That's a level up. So I don't want people to get on and think that when God starts to tell you that you about to level up, you about to step into things. He said a level up is gradual. And as you play video games, think about a video game. I don't know what games y'all play, whatever you think about, put a video game that somebody play in the comments. Think about that. When you level that up, like as you level up, it's gradual. You learn more, you grow more, you're stronger, you're able to do more things. And so he sent me here today to talk about the level up, because he said that that's what's happening to my people. It's coming. Your ministry is going to grow more. Your business is going to grow more. That's a level up. But he also said we're in a transitional period right now for what's about to come. So the discomfort that you're feeling, the frustration that you're feeling, he had me look up the definition of transition. I hope I have it. I put this word together yesterday, but he had me look up transition, and it's going from one place to the next. When you transition, you go from one place to the next. This is what we're doing right now. We're just transitioning from where we are or where you were to where God is taking you. And so I pray that the level up idea helps a lot of people, because I'm going to tell you from my experience, I've been in this for 3 years. And had I known in the beginning the idea of a level up, it would have saved me so much aggravation and frustration. But what God has really been teaching me is that if you look back, you see the level ups. How many people have been doing things, or even if you are in a place where you're building your relationship with God, maybe you didn't hear God's voice, but a level up, I can hear God now. You get what I'm saying? That's a level up. And then maybe you'll level up from being able to hear God. Hold on. Now I'm prophetic. I'm a teacher. I'm this. That's a level up. And so God is like, I need my people to stay with me. I need my people to stay rooted in me. I need my people not to fade away and get distracted and want to give up, because the gradual level ups is what gets you to become who he created you to be. If you're a business owner or a ministry leader or something, you may have started and it was nobody, but you start to level up. Now you start to go out. Now you start to do live. Now people start to join. Now you're starting to launch things. Now you're starting to build a business side of things. That's a level up. So really looking at it that way, y'all. And this is why God sent me. I gotta go pick my son up. He's in my I know I do the lives usually around 2, but I have to do it a little bit earlier because I pick him up at 3. But basically what God has been saying and speaking, and hey, I see I know I forgot your name. Yeah, but what is your name? Let me know, because I know it, but I forgot it. It's been so long since we talked. I was just listening to a teaching about the spirit of distraction. Look, distractions are heavy, y'all. So heavy. When I was going through, because again, I got to walk this word out before I'm not coming on speaking words that I haven't lived, because I can't give you the experience unless I've lived it, unless I've walked it out. And typically what's about to, Yolette. Yes, Yolette. Hello. Look, we got to catch up with Yolette. Anyway, it's been a while. The distractions right now, y'all, I need you to stay vigilant on that, because this is me coming out this word. This is me living this word out. This don't give up, like that type of thing. It wasn't so much as giving up, but it was that the enemy wanted me to give up. And as God started to tell me to take the ministry and the business to the next level and kind of like elevate it and bring more people in. Oh, the warfare. As you elevate and you level up, that's why we go through it. But as I started to do that and I'm walking it out, the distractions kept getting greater and greater and greater and more and more. And I had to be able to say, hold on. I had to be able to see where the distractions was coming in at. So you got to be vigilant and know, hold on. I know I'm supposed to be doing this right now. I know God told me to work on this. I don't know what you're working on, Juanita, for poise, for purpose. But you got to be able to be vigilant and say, I know that this is the top priority and this is what I'm working on, and nothing can get me off this wall. Nothing can stop me. This is how disciplined you have to be. And this is something that God is really, it's as if the discipline has always been a thing for me, but it's like he took it back. Like, no, I need you to understand what discipline feels like and looks like for a second. So discipline is so important in this season, y'all, because the enemy, I saw he was literally yanking at my mantle, pulling it off of me, trying to get me out of position, sending every attack my way to throw me off. But you guess what? Like, all right, cool. We're going to play games. But I came out of it now. This is why I'm on right now, telling y'all what's coming up. And if you haven't seen it yet, you're probably going to see it next week. Come back to this word, because my words are usually a week in advance, because it's like I got to live it and then I come give it. Because a level up is for all of y'all. For you, Juanita, whatever you're working on. A level up was on us, but that's the thing. The only way you get to a level up is if you pass that previous level. If you give up, if you just stop moving, if you just stay tired, if you just you know what, this is too much, you're not going to level up. You're not going to advance. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, it's that advancement that happens when you don't give up. So let's say God told you to write a book. Here we go with this book for everybody. God told you to write a book, but then the warfare starts to hit and you start to get tired and you start to get weary and you don't write the book. What is God leveling up? What's he leveling up? The enemy wants you to get distracted. He wants you to give up and he wants you to stop doing it, because there is no level up if you stop moving. And so for me, Kim, look, he told me to reach out to Kim. He told me Kim was a sergeant at arms in the whole ministry and all these things that he started to speak to me. Of course, the devil don't want me to do that. But let's just say I just sat in my attacks and I'm getting hit and I'm getting blows and all this, and I just sat in it and I can't move. There is no level up. Right in my book, this book on blooming into Juanita. Oh my gosh, look. God has had me studying flowers. This is for you, Juanita. He has had me studying flowers all week. He literally sends me on nature walks. And I find different flowers, and he has me study them, Juanita. You doing a book on blooming into who you are destined to be. I'm going to show you. Look, I go out, and flowers are just in my path, girl. And he has me research this. Clementine, let me read this to you. You might be able to add this. This is what he told me. I got to do this because I know this for her. But he had me researching flowers, looking up flowers. Hey, Quinette, how's it going? Hey, Queen. I love it. Look, I send my flower pictures to Jasmine, y'all. I send them to Jasmine because he has me go out all the time, Juanita. I know this for you, girl. Let me get this. I'm going to read this because I know that maybe if you look it up. Okay, that purple flower that I sent y'all, it says, The old saying about calamities growth is the first year they sleep, the second year they creep, and the third year they leap. Growth may seem slow as the plant builds its root system, but once established, calamities are strong growers. I feel this is for you, Juanita. Look this up. Is that purple flower is called a calamities. But it was basically what he was saying is that for many people, it's not that it happens overnight. The level up is gradual, y'all. I pray. I wish I knew this when I started. I wish these are the things that I teach the ladies and the people that I talk to right now is what I wish I knew when I started this out. I say it all the time. I don't know very many kingdom business owners when you're doing it God's way, where God is flowing through you, where he's giving you the instructions, where you don't go through it. Like, I'm bless you if you don't. But for many of us, we're going to go through it because if you go through it, if you got to endure, it's worth more to you. You know, somebody just placed a business in my lap and I just inherited a business. It came out of nowhere. The lottery came out of nowhere. People don't cherish it. People don't really, it's not worth as much as when you build it, when you go through the motions, when you got to grow through that. Like, and that's what God started to show me. He said, the same way with these flowers, where it's slow in the beginning, but once the roots, that's the part right there. It says, growth may seem slow as the plant builds its root system, but once established, calamities are strong growers. This is all that God is doing, y'all. He's building the root system in you and all of you. The roots are there. You know what he told me this morning? He said, anything that's planted will yield a return on investment or something like that. He was speaking. I haven't written it down, but he said, anything that's planted will yield a return on investment. So if we want to give up, we want to turn around, we want to jump in and jump out of this thing with God, he's like, you're not planted deep enough. Those roots on that flower, that plant, this tree, whatever you represent yourself to be, he's been showing me flowers lately. But if I plant my flowers in the ground and they're annuals and they bloom every single year, it's planted, it's going to keep growing. That's how God is. That's what he's doing with us. What you're going through right now, what you're enduring right now, all the ups and the downs and the frustration and just feeling like you can't keep up, feeling like you overwhelmed and I just can't do this, God. I'm about to turn it up. Root systems, the roots. You're not going nowhere. It's an investment. He poured so much into you. I'm not losing anything because this person, the roots are so deep in this person. So let me see. Heavy on the writing the book. Glad I caught you live. Can't go out writing this book. So Juanita, I know today is for you. You've been studying those flowers, and I don't even look at flowers like that. But every day he sends me to a new park, and there's a new flower, and there is a new story or something about flowers. I see Queen, Gwinnett. I haven't seen you in a while either, Gwinnett. Juanita, the cover I saw in a vision was purple flowers. Look, and if Jasmine's still on, I said, this flower stands out so much because it wasn't where this for you, girl. I said, this purple flower stood out so much to me because it didn't seem like it belonged where it was, but it was so striking to be there. And I don't even know you like that, Juanita. Like, I just know you when I go live and I stream on here. But that flower it didn't seem like it was supposed to be there. It had wood all around it. It was on a fence. It didn't look like it belonged there, but it was so beautiful and it stood out. And when I walked up to it, I was so drawn to it. And I feel like whatever it is that you're doing, even though you feel like you don't fit in, you feel like you're not supposed to be there. People going to see you and they just going to be drawn to you the same way I was drawn to that purple flower. Blooming is a form of leveling up. Flower starts as a seed. And that's what I'm telling y'all. Like, when he started to say planted and seeds, different shades, shapes, and they all are beautiful. Level up, bloom into your beauty. I know I was talking to Jess. She said, I saw you blooming like a flower. And I feel like that's why he's telling me. But even with that, like y'all let's say it, it's a seed. You water it, you nurture it. It starts to sprout. As it sprouts, it starts to bloom into this flower. Like, it's a process and it's gradual. And that's all I'm saying to everybody here. I'm at 2:38. Y'all know I got to get my son. But I pray that y'all understand that leveling up is gradual. I don't want anybody to be where I was in the beginning, where I was so frustrated on this journey, so frustrated building the ministry and the business, where in my brain and in my head, I thought what he showed me was that. Now I can see it now. Like, I see it growing every single day. I see the people. I see how he's building it up now, almost 3 years in. But in the beginning, for those of you who are building right now and you are your ministry and your business, I really feel this for you, Ikaya. Gradual level ups. Celebrate the level ups, y'all. That's what it is. He sent me here to talk about this level up. Celebrate every level up. If you level up to hearing God clear, even more like clearly, level up. If you finish the book, celebrate it. That's a level up. But start to track those level ups. Because as those level ups get bigger and bigger and bigger, that's when you become bigger and bigger and bigger. And those level ups. I really feel this is on God's heart, that he just wants his people to understand. Some people feel like they don't see the full fruition, the full manifestation, and they want to give up at that. But God is like, no, 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 no. We leveling up. I still got the song playing, y'all. We leveling up. And I was telling the ladies the other time, like, it's levels to this. It really is. You know, for me, I mean, it's been accelerating, it's been quick, and it's been fast for me because that's just what he needed so that I could help the other ladies who I help. But in that, I look back and I can see the level ups. I can see when it was just a Facebook group. I can see when he told me to start praying for people. I can see when my prophetic gift started to activate. I can see when he started to tell me, now you're an apostle. I can see the level ups. You know what I'm saying? So think back. Let me know in the comments. If you think back, what are your level ups? What level ups have happened for you? Because I need to get this in people before I hop off, that you look back. For you, Akaya, your level up was that God started to tell you to leave your job and you had enough faith and trust in God to leave. You had enough faith, even though you were probably rocky, you don't even know how we're going to do this, God, but you knew that in your heart that you weren't able to do what God called you to do. Your story very similar to mine. I couldn't do everything God needed me to do at my job. I had to leave. For me to be full capacity to do ministry the way that God needs me to do it, I couldn't do it at work. That's a level up for you. I had enough faith. My level of faith was so high in God that I took the leap and I left my job, my security. That's a level up. For Jasmine, level up, coming out the cave, doing reels. That's a level up. Hold on, I wasn't doing that 6 months ago. That's a level up. You in that level up is preparing you for a bigger stage. That level up when you're doing reels is bringing more people into your world. Now more people know Jasmine because as she continually does reels, they're reaching more people. God is Holy Spirit algorithm and sending it out to the people who need to hear Jasmine. She leveling up. But obedience is a big part of leveling up too. When we obedient and we do what he tells us to do, that's what leads to the level up. Again, I could have said, you know what? I'm getting hit with this warfare. The devil trying to pull me out of my seat, trying to rip my mantle, trying to break the whole ministry down. I'm tired. I could have said that. But I also got to remember, if I'm tired, I got a whole bunch of women and men connected to me. It's literally just everywhere, from the membership, from Clubhouse, from you, like. But I can see my people connected, but maybe you don't see the people yet. But it doesn't mean that they're not there. So you leveling up is bringing your people to you, the people who need you. The same way I got to look back. Oh, it's too many people connected. I can't give up. I can't give up now. So even if you don't see your people just yet, they there. But as you stay in your seat and you don't give up and you continue to level up, then you're going to start to see the people come. It's inevitable. It has to happen. Yeah, anything planted. And it was something like that, y'all. I got to dig into that because I literally heard that today while I was running. But anything planted will yield a return. And I got to dig and study that. I got to go in the word and go into planted. But that's what I heard him say this morning. It's a beautiful process. Layers begin to open up, started to really be more positive. Feeling the level up now. For me, it was confidence and faith in God. I had to leave my job too and get on Clubhouse. Exactly. Araya. Y'all know these names. I know who you are, but I just can't say it. Like Jeff says, but y'all, I'm trying to see because I wrote it down and I got to pick my son friend up today. He coming home with us today. But anyway, I'm trying to see what else. Main part was the gradual thing. He said there's levels that you must conquer or overcome, and you gradually reach the finish line. That's the biggest takeaway to this word, is that you gradually reach the finish line. Because I'm sitting here and I'm working on a business right now. I'm working on the membership things. Because that's it. At the end of the day, a lot of people get confused when you call to ministry. It's very easy. But for the most part, that ministry is going to become a business. It's going to have streams that comes out of it. And I heard somebody say yesterday in the membership program, like, I don't see the business of it. And, we did a lesson of the month in the membership program. But in the beginning, I didn't see a business either. It wasn't that I had a business. I was just being obedient to God and I was doing ministry. I was just being obedient, and God told me to teach people how to build their relationship with him. And from there, I was telling Jasmine the other day, like, people come to me and pay me to do a schedule for them, y'all. Like, I've had countless people like, can you help me with my schedule? Who would have thought that you would get paid to create schedules? God is going to start to show you the streams of income. He's going to start to show you what the business, but it's the business model as well. And you know what? I'm a free game. When it comes to your business and your business model for all of those, everyone who's building a ministry or business, you got to go with what works for your life. And I really feel that this is something that people really need to understand. For me, I don't want to work all day. I don't want to work all day. I want a business model that works, that I can have freedom. I can pick my son and his friend up. I'm about to get them some pizza. That is the business model. But I also had to pray and ask God, like, Lord, I don't want a business that I'm working all day. I want the business model that works for me. So for those, I feel like there's a lot of business owners right here. I see Aaron, I see Araya, I see Jasmine, I see Kim. I feel like it's a lot of y'all on Juanita. You want to pray and ask God, what do you see? Where do you see yourself? Because it's already in books. It's already written. But we got to realize that. We have to understand and say, you know what? This is where I see myself. This is what I want to do. This is the life that I want to live. This is why God has me talk about freedom. And in that, that's what you want to take back to him, Lord. The life that I want to live. This is where I want to be. I want to be able to spend time with my son. I want to be able to spend time with my child, my daughter, my dog, my friends. Like, take that back to him. Because we're talking about leveling up. Level up in this too. Take all of this to him, seriously. And tell him, this is the life that I want to live. Because for me, it's 3 o'clock. I'm about to go get my son. I did my work. I posted in a membership program, made a couple schedules, did a couple prophetic, like, it's the life that I want to live. So you got to understand, what do you want? Lord, help me, because this is the life I want to live. This is the level up that I want to see. And for me, it took time. It took some mistakes. It took me having to go through it. But I know what he's doing right now in the membership is that he's about to let everybody see the level up and the growing that's happening, so that people understand, if she could do it, I could do it too. So just know, take that back to him. What do you want to do? What is the life that you want to? We're doing this with God. If you're doing it with God and he's giving you wisdom and insight and knowledge and showing you, well, she said, I need to look, come Juanita, I'm telling you, like, the information that God has been giving me about people, it's just like, no, you need to do this, you need to do this. It's shifting and it's different. I'm gonna drop the link if anybody want to check it out. But in that, this is what you want. You want to act like, see where you see yourself. Before this, y'all know my story with my son. I wanted to be with my son because my dad basically raised my son. So for me, God, I don't want to work all day. I don't want to live this life. I've worked all day in corporate. I don't want this. What are we building that I can have the freedom that I want to live, the life that I want to live? That was my question to him. And yes, it was some ups and downs. Yes, it was me trying to figure it out. Yes, it was a lot of confusion. But you know what he told me? He said, get the streams right. Rivers flowing, so that it's coming from all. The Bible talks about have 7 to 8 streams, so that if one thing messes up, you got other streams in the background. And I'm not saying go build them right now, but build them with God. But the Bible even tells us to have 7 to 8 streams of income. If something happens to me and I can't go live, I still got things running that can run without me. Like, I don't need to be in it. So it's really important that this is what you want to ask God. I want everybody to ask God, what is the business model that we are building? You know, the business model, the ministry model. That's the question you want to ask. Because when I started taking those questions to him, that's when things started to shift. That's when things started to change, the business model. And that's when he started to teach me and show me, Holy Spirit started to show me different things about ministry and business. And this is what you want to do, y'all. Like, that's the question. I'm trying to think. We had 2:48. I got 2 minutes. His transitional period. I saw him pulling me down. For everybody on here, this is the pillars that he was showing me. I don't know if Aaron and everybody's still on here. We're doing the leadership. I heard the Leaders Club or something like that, y'all. So I'm gonna message y'all about this, but started to, like, sometimes the vision is gonna start to get bigger, y'all. I need people to understand what you have and what he's giving you right now. As you level up and you don't give up and you don't let go and you don't turn around and you don't say, God, this is too much. You gave me too much. This ministry and this business you got me building is too much. Like, because I know it's a whole bunch of y'all on here right now. What you've given me is too much. Nah, It seems like a lot because it's going to be big. But he told me, you got to build pillars into this now, Johanna. Like, you got to think about a building. It got to be held up. So for many of you, I really feel this for you, Juanita and Kim and Aaron and Jasmine, all y'all who've been on here. What you building is big. That's why it feels like it's a lot. What you building, it is big. But that's why it's so important to do it with him, move with him, be obedient in that. Like, it's big. A lot of ladies who are called to the sound of my voice, it's big. And that's why you came to me. Like, that's why he sent you to me. Because it's big. But that's why you can't give up. You cannot give up. You cannot turn around. You cannot grow weary. You might have your moments where it's like, dang, I'm getting hit. These hits, these blows is a lot. Trust me. I'm coming out of it and giving y'all this word. But just understand that it is gradual leveling up along the way until you get to a place where you look back and it's like, dang, I did all these level ups and this is where I am. So y'all, I got to go hop off and grab my son. Life is good. Let me know your name. I know you come up as Life is Good. God bless you for bringing this word. I needed it today. Look, y'all, I'm so glad because I'm like, I'm busy. I'm moving around. I needed to get the Zoom up. Oh, for everybody who being really specific with your desires is a level up from yes. And I'm going to put something in the membership program. This video that I was telling Jasmine today, I said, I wish I heard this from the beginning. I'm putting it in the membership program on Monday. For those of you who you haven't joined, you know you have a ministry, you know you have a business, you know God told you to do a YouTube channel, all these things. That's what we're doing in the membership program. They have a teacher's lounge. We have lessons of the month. And the lessons of the month have shifted. God is really like, look, Johanna, I need you to be, and that's the thing. One thing that really, when it comes to being an entrepreneur or ministry leader, it's bringing people in, like bringing other people in. It's collaborating. It's not just you. You're going to start out when it's just you. But as you level up, you got to bring more people in. You got to say, all right, this person, Sarah. Okay. Hey, Sarah, welcome. And that's what he's been telling me. He's like, no. I need you to start to teach the girl about, you're going to start out and it's just you. And this is for everybody. When you start out, it's you. For me, it was me in ministry. It was me in business. It was me. I'm doing everything. I'm an octopus. I'm doing everything. But in that, he started to tell me it's about collaboration level later on. So we're going to talk about that later. But if you are somebody who you building, you got a ministry, a business, you struggle with accountability, you struggle with consistency, you struggle with not having a tribe or community of people around you, you probably struggle with low self-esteem, lack of confidence, you have a problem showing up. These are all the things that God has shown me. These are the people who call to the membership program. So there's a membership program, but with the pillars, this is what God told me, and I'm going to hop off in a second. He said, for those who are struggling with building your relationship with me, there's an online course. Link is in the bio here. You struggle with building your relationship with God, you need strategy, you need like go here. There's an online course for it. If you struggle in your walk with God, you feel like you started to follow God and now it's like, I feel like I'm in the wilderness. I can't figure out how to get out of this. I'm confused. I'm lost. God uses me like a GPS system. I can see exactly where the person is on the map. All right, you stuck right here. You got to do this to come out of it. That's a prophetic consultation. The link is there. If you struggle with your ministry, your business, birthing it out, that's Birthing the Vision membership program. That's what we're doing. That thing, look, y'all. I mean, I know I said this before, but I could see it happening now. We got people coming in. We got speakers coming in. Like, that's what he told me. Bring speakers in because it's like, it's not just you now. So if you struggle in those areas in the membership program, you know God told you to do it. The link is there. And the last thing that he said for the pillars, because again, 4 pillars to a building. He said, if you struggle with the strategy, you know you're supposed to do a ministry. If you need to go deeper than the membership program, then that's the business strategy call where we sit down and I map it out. He gives me everything that you need, download into your business. All right, cool. This is what you need to do. It's a business strategy call. Everything is there. It's basically everything you need for the journey to the kingdom. It doesn't matter where you are. Wherever you land, that's where you're supposed to be. So the link is there. I got to go get my son and his friend. We about to go get some pizza. But again, what's the business model for you? What's the lifestyle that you want to live? Be specific in that. Like, what is it that you want? Because for me, I don't want to work all day. I want to work on the weekends. I don't want to work until 10. I did it in the beginning, but that's not the life I want. So that's what you guys should take back. When we talk about not giving up and leveling up for every ministry and business and future entrepreneur on here, take that back to God. Ask him. If that's your desire, what are we doing to get there? And it's talking about me. All right, y'all. I gotta get my son. We'll be back next week with another word. But we're gonna be on Clubhouse. Click the link to connect to Clubhouse. We're doing the word on speaking to what's holding you back, like really coming up and speaking out to what is holding you back. I feel Friday is gonna be really good. So if you're not connected to Clubhouse, you should check it out on Friday. The link is there too. All right, let me go get my son before I'm late.